I believe I am live. All right. Seems like we're on. So tonight, what I want to do is I want to talk about the freezer. And let me turn this off. I want to talk about the freezer door and specifically the freezer door that Kenneka's new lawyer presented to us at his press conference recently. Now, there's a lot of confusion now because the freezer door that Geoffrey presented in his press conference, this door right here, people are saying is not the same door that Kenneka Jenkins was found in. And what I want to do tonight is I want to gather everybody up and I want to try to get on the same page about what's actually causing the confusion. Okay. The first thing that we have to remember is this is a murder cover-up. Okay, now they have to play it like an accident in court because that was the final ruling and the FBI chose not to get involved and really solve the case. So that's why they're using these words like, you know, unintentionally and this and that, because this is chess. They're going to court. They have to meet these people where they're at and you know, they have to fight using their rules. So they're saying it's an accident. So that's the way that they're having to play it in court. But me and a lot of other people that have taken a closer look at this case recognize that there is foul play involved and somebody is responsible for this. This was not just an accident. Okay. So keeping that in mind, that there was a murder, of course, there would be people trying to cover up this murder. Okay, and that is the source of the confusion. Now, I'm going to walk you through step by step. It's not going to take too long because I'm a little bit organized. I am at work, so we might get interrupted. There's a lot going on tonight, but I've been thinking about this pretty much all day, and I just really have to, do my best. Okay, so this is the picture that everybody's talking about. And their issue with the door is, for one, this panel that's on the front. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. I don't think you can, but oh yes, you can. Okay, so there's a panel on the front, and then the latch is different. Okay, now what I want to point out to you tonight is, and this is important because everybody has to understand, because you're going to have to explain this to other people, because Rosemont has a lot of money. They're going to do their best to try to slam this lawsuit against them. Okay. Now, what you have to understand is the first point is Rosemont never showed us a picture of the front of the freezer door that Kenneka Jenkins was found in. That's very important. There's 161 photos. I'm going to show you. Let's close this now. Okay, this is the file. So the files are back up online, everybody, just in case you didn't know. Somebody let me know in the comments today that the files are back. So I'm really excited that I'm able to show you this from the Rosemont, .com and not just from, my Google Drive like I've been, the last couple of days. So you can go right into Evidence Technician Photos Redacted. Okay, I'm going to open this up for you. You are going to see 161 photos. Now, the good thing is they're not in order, but what you can do is you can click on the name right here and it will put them in order for you. Okay, so you can start either by one or you can start from the back of the pile. You can start from 161, okay? Now, everybody listen up. You can go through 161 of these photos, and not one of them will show you the front of the freezer door that Kenneka Jenkins was found in, okay? Now, we're in the kitchen. The first door was the cooler door. You have to go into the cooler to get to the freezer. When they took the photos that they presented to all of us, when they took the photos, the door was open. So you never get to see the front of the freezer. Now, if anybody wants to call out a number, I'll just click through some of these just so, you know, and I've looked back and forth, but I mean, I'll just click in the middle somewhere. We can just kind of see what I'm talking about here. I really don't like looking at these pictures of Kenneka like this. It's really, you know, it's disgusting, but this is just for learning purposes, okay? So this is what I'm saying. All the pictures that they took, she was in here, the door is open. Okay, this is not the front of the door. This is the inside of the door. You can't see the front of the door. The front of the door is back here. Do you see where my cursor is? You never seen the front of the freezer door. So why are people fighting so hard, insisting that this isn't the front of the freezer door? You don't know that. You do not know that. Okay, but all right, I'll give you that. Okay, let's just say it's not the same door. First of all, ask Rosemont why they didn't take a picture of the front of the freezer door. That's the source of the confusion. They're the reason for this. She was found in the freezer. Why on this same day they didn't take a picture of the front of this freezer door? All right, so that's point number one. You don't have a picture of the front of this freezer door when Kenneka was in this freezer. Now, let me tell you what you do have. This is what you have. This is what they gave you. Now, notice at the top, this is not, okay, let me back up. Let me back up. This is photographs. Let's just get back to the original files just so you can see where they put this photo that I'm about to show you, okay? So these are the files, all right? Now, these are all of the photographs. Evidence technician photos redacted. This is where the 161 photographs live, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you where they put this picture. This picture is not included in this 161, okay? This picture, I'm gonna show you where this picture is. This picture is in here. You have to go in here and then you have to go into images, okay? That's where this picture lives, this picture. This picture doesn't live with all the other pictures that they took when Kenneka was in the freezer. Read, this picture says, temperature on freezer, September 17th, 2017. This picture was taken 7 days after Kenneka's body was taken from Rosemont. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. This is the same kitchen where her mother seen a camera that they refused to show her. Okay? So they're telling you 7 days later that this is the door where she was found. This is supposed to be the freezer door. But they couldn't show you this picture on September the 10th. That's a big deal because guess what? This picture that her family took was on the 10th. This picture was on the 10th. Her family was not allowed in that hotel after that. Remember, there was a whole protest. They were not allowed in there. Okay, so when you get to court, what makes more sense? The pictures that were taken on the 10th in the hotel, or the pictures after the cover-up 7 days later? That's a big deal. Okay, so let me show you something else. That's the first point that I wanted to make, that you never seen the front of the freezer door when Kenneka was in there. And as far as I'm concerned, this 7 days is way too much time for a murderer to cover his tracks. Okay, that's way later, way later. I trust this picture, the raw picture, the picture from September 10th, okay, over this picture from September 17th that's not even included with all the other pictures. It's not even in the right file. It's not even included in all the other pictures, okay? So that's the first point that I wanted to make, that we never seen the front of the freezer door, so there's no reason to go, you know, screaming about this and that because you don't know. They never showed you. The door that they showed you was 7 days later, after they murdered somebody and hid it and covered up and didn't look for the girl. You think they're going to show you all the right information after that? No. Okay. Now, let's talk about, where did this photo come from? This is a big deal. Okay. In the press conference, they said her family took the photo. Now, on the videotape, we seen Kenneka's uncle taking photographs. We seen him in the lower level kitchen taking a picture of that staff schedule. Okay, he's the big guy. He went in there, he spinned around, he was looking, didn't know where to go, took a picture of that staff schedule and kept it moving. Okay, I bet he's the same person that took a picture of this freezer door. Okay, now this is a big deal. Why? Because if he took a picture of the freezer door, that means he was in the kitchen. If he was in the kitchen, we should have more videotape of him being in the kitchen. Let me show you where this freezer door is. Notice this little mesh panel thing on the freezer. I'm going to show you where the freezer door is that picture is of. It's right here. This is it right here. Okay, this is the upper kitchen. Kenneka came from around this corner. Okay, she walked right past here. Okay, it's just a different angle, but this right here is that freezer door. There's 2 freezers in the kitchen. Supposedly she was found way in the back corner in that freezer, but this is the freezer door that he took the picture of. Okay, now this is that same freezer door. I'm going to try to zoom in just so you can see that the door doesn't have the mesh panel at the bottom. Can you guys see good? Can you guys, are you there? Can you see good? Somebody say yeah, no. Hello? Okay, I'm zooming in so that you guys can see there's no mesh on the bottom of the freezer door. Okay, and then if you look at the latch, it totally matches this thick latch right here. You see it? Let me try to get a side by side. You see it? This is the latch right here, and this is this latch. It matches, and no panel at the bottom, no panel at the bottom. All right, now you can't see that there's the little square thing, but there's another picture of this door. You see? Boom, here goes the square thing right there on the door. Bam, here we got it. You see it? The square thing is right there. This is that door. They got him, you guys, they got him. Look, it's right here. It's right here. This is the door. So connect the dots. If J Money, her uncle, came into this area and took a picture of this freezer door that he ended up giving to Teresa and the lawyers, that means he should be on this videotape, the same way that Kenneka was on the videotape, you know? So that's how the lawyer knows that they're hiding the videotape. He knows this. Everybody knows that, you know, there was foul play involved, and, you know, there's just a lot going on around this case, but the lawyer knows for a fact. That's why I said he wouldn't take this case if he didn't think that he was going to win it. He knows he's going to win because he knows J Money was in this room. And he knows that they're not showing that videotape. So he knows they're lying. He got them. It's right here. This is the door. This door is in the same kitchen. It's just not the exact freezer door. But think about it. How would he be able to get a picture of the freezer door? He would have had to go through the cooler to get that picture. Do you understand? But he got a picture of this door right here. This is the door. Okay? This is the little thing. This is the little thing. This is the latch. This is the latch, whatever. All right? So now there's all kinds of doors in the hotel. Okay, remember he was walking down here. This is another door, but it doesn't have the little mesh thing on the front. But all that to say is that, you know, Rosemont, the hotel, the kitchen did have a door that looks just like this. So even if his picture wasn't of this exact door, he knows how these doors are made. Do you understand? And I'm just reading the comments. Right. Okay. You guys see it. Okay. That's all I want to show you. I just wanted to point out that the confusion is from Rosemont, and it's their fault because they didn't take a picture of the freezer door that she was found in. All the pictures that they took, the door was open. We only see the inside of the door. When they finally showed us the door, it was on September 17th. Okay. Which doesn't prove anything to me. That's way too late. Y'all are way too late to be trying to show me a picture of the front of the freezer door. Okay. What I would ask Rosemont is, you know, did they switch the door from one freezer to the other? Or, you know, what's the issue with them showing us a picture of the front of the freezer door when Kenneka was in there? And now they want to scream and holler, it's not the same, it's not the same, this, that, and the other. Well, they could have proved that it wasn't the same if they would have, you know, did it the right way and took the right type of evidence. But in any case, these are the former pool doors of the freezer. There is a way that you can lock it. And, you know, people are just spreading a lot of disinformation. And so I'm going to end my video here. You know, I don't like to ramble on too long. I just wanted to get to the point and just show you that this door is in the upper level kitchen. Okay. The door is real. It's right here. So saying that his door is just so out of whack or out of line with the investigation is incorrect. Okay. This is the latch that was on this door. This is the thing. Like, he knows what he's talking about. Okay. And, you know, when you talk to people, try to explain to them, you know, what's going on, and just, you know, how there's a lot of things in this case that don't match, but all of the confusion is coming from Rosemont because they're in charge of handling the investigation, and they're the ones that screwed this up, you know. Also, at the same time, it's like you can't expect the police to police themselves, you know, like that's just the world that we live in these days. So I'm going to go. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you soon. Oh, wait, you have questions. Hold on, somebody. Kelly. It says, I seen video of J Money. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Can you answer my question? Kelly, I don't know what the question is. I mean, I don't know, Kelly. I mean, I guess if you're saying you've seen the video of J Money, I mean, they were looking for Kenneka, you know, before they found her. She was just missing. And he just walked around the kitchen and he was just taking pictures of pretty much, you know, whatever he thought was important. And so I don't know for a fact that this is the picture that J Money took. They just said the family took it. But since he was the only one on video taking pictures, I would guess that this is probably his picture that they're using in their press conference. And that's another thing, you guys. This is not court. This is just a press conference. So don't get all crazy over just a press conference. I mean, a press conference is to generate interest and, you know, all that kind of good stuff, get media attention, get Kenneka's name back in the newspapers and all that kind of, you know. I mean, it's not like he took this picture to court. I mean, if he took it to court, then, you know, he would have to explain a little bit better what exactly we're looking at. Okay. Yeah. Please read out my comments to love. Okay, John, I love you. Let me see. John says, this is coming down with the truth at the end of it. Thank God. I know. Yeah. Yeah, Gregory's doing a good job. I mean, you know, he just got here. Give him a chance, you guys. You know? Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna come back. Okay. Kelly says, how does Star show they mess with the video? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Kelly. Okay, got you. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. So what I'm saying is, Kenneka was seen on video. You guys can still see my screen. Kenneka was seen on video coming through these double wooden doors right here. Okay. And then she walked straight to the back, past this freezer though, right? Now, what I'm saying is, now we have that on video. Remember, that's actually the last video that we have of Kenneka. So what I'm saying is, if J Money was able to get into this room and take a picture of this door that says R96, if he took a picture of this door, that means he should be on the same video. The same video, the same camera that captured Kenneka walking into this kitchen should have captured her uncle walking into this kitchen. Okay, so if they're insisting that nobody walked into this kitchen after and there's no videotape, but we know for a fact that her uncle was in this kitchen and took this picture, then that's proof that they're hiding videotape, which is actually how this whole protest started, because there was a whole nother camera in the kitchen that they're hiding. You know, so you know, Rosemont has a lot of explaining to do. And I couldn't believe their press statement. We're going to vigorously fight this. And it's like, y'all are tripping. Y'all better pay that lady and try to, you know, keep a good name on your hotel, because I'm already not going there. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to go. There's a lot of drama here at work. The water is off. People are so cranky. They hate when I'm like ignoring them. So you guys have a good night. And I will talk to you soon. I think the next thing that I'm going to do, well, I'm not going to make any promises, but I'll talk to you soon. I love you all and good night. Bye-bye.